Students, whatever homework is given to you, you have to submit it on the very next day between 8 am to 1 pm to the given WhatsApp number, and it is compulsory to submit your homework as your attendance will be marked on the basis of your submission.
Hello, good morning students. Today we are going to learn the ninth chapter of 10th standard social science. And dear students, we are going to see the forest and wildlife resources in this chapter. Dear student, as we know that the existence, the progress and the development of a human beings is depend on the resources, and in that resources the forests are the main resources for all our needs. We depend on forest for many of our needs because the raw material we get for our goods, that is from the forest. Dear students, the forest, general meaning of the forest is that the accumulation of trees, shrubs, and plants and the grass. The accumulation, the mixture of all this is called the forest. We make various things from the forest. So, dear students, today we are going to learn the classification of forest in this chapter. As we have studied last year in the ninth standard, we have studied the classification of the forest on the basis of climate. This year, we are going to study the classification of forest on the basis of administration and ownership and the management. So, dear students, let's look at this. For our better understanding, the forests are classified into the two different forms. First one, the classification on the basis of administration, and second one, the classification on the basis of ownership and management. So, dear students, let's look at the first, administration. Here we have classified forest on the basis of administrations, the three types of forest. As we know, the management, the administrations that was done by the government. So we have here classified the three forms. First one, reserve forest, second one, protected forest, and third one, unclassified forest. Dear students, as we know that the reserve forest, they are under the control of government. Government directly control this forest, and in this forest there is the restriction of a man. We cannot move freely in this forest. If we want to go into the reserve forest, we would have to take the permission of the government. Without permission, we are not lumbering in this forest. Besides this, we cannot cutting woods in this forest. If we want to cut the forest, we have special permission of the government. And third one, the people, they were not gathering their animals into this forest. The pasturing animal is completely restricted in a reserve forest. And dear students, we have seen the Gir forest, that is completely reserved forest. We cannot do any activities in that forest, and for entering in that, we have to take the permission of government. Now, second one, protected forest. Dear students, this kind of forest are given some permissions to move, to wander in the forest. These forests, they are looked after by the administration. Administration means which forest that is under the control of the state, some of the forest that is under the control of the central government, some of the forest that is under the control of the local government, as the Gram Panchayat, municipality, corporation, district panchayat, etc. So they are looked after by such administration. Local people are permitted to lumbering, wood cutting, and pasturing for their animals. But it is only for the local people. They are permitted, but with one condition, that they can do all this lumbering, wood cutting, or the pasturing for their animals without any harm of trees. They cannot cut the trees. They can cut the trees only for their cooking purpose, not for business purpose. Third one, that is unclassified forest. Now, dear student, those forests which are not fall in these two categories, these forests that fall into the unclassified forest. And there is no restriction of any activities in such forest. So, dear student, these are the three forms, three types of the administration: type of the forest, reserve forest, protected forest, and unclassified forest. Now, dear students, let's look at the type of the forest on the basis of ownership and management. Dear students, in this, the three kind of forests are there. The first one, the state forest. The forest which are controlled by the central or the state government. They fall into this state forest. The administrations done by the central or the state government. Second one, the communal forest. In this communal forest, the local self-government institutes, they can administrate of this kind of the forest. They manage this forest, and local self-government institute means Gram Panchayat, municipalities, corporation, district panchayat. They have the authority to do any kind of activities into this forest. And third one, the private forest that was owned by the individuals. As we know, the individual person or a group of person or a community, they would have this kind of the forest. So, dear student, today in this video we have seen the classification of the forest on the basis of administration and on the basis of ownership and the management. Thank you.